Howdy everybody, coming at you with a video today to review and discuss this portable Bluetooth speaker by Outdoor Tech called the Buckshot 2.0. It is a one-sided speaker that retails at $39.99, and this is a speaker, there are so many different portable Bluetooth speakers in the market. Every company, it seems like every electronic company has their own rendition of a portable speaker. So sometimes for the consumer, it can be a bit difficult to distinguish between the products to choose the one for them. In this case, this particular one is aimed at people who are active, people who will be hiking, climbing, backpacking, doing things outdoors where weight and size are a factor. Now this retails at $39.99, so as far as the market on Bluetooth speakers, this is actually on the much cheaper end. And I actually work at REI. So at REI we have a back room full of shoes for the footwear department. And every shift, usually an employee will bring their own portable speaker to play music during the shift as they're getting shoes to kind of relax the day. And so I've heard a bunch of different brands from different employees playing in the back room. I also have my own Beats pill, which I love the Beats pill, but I wanted to get something that was a bit smaller, again, and lighter for my backpacking and my hiking adventures. And one of our employees actually had this playing in the back, and I was blown away by how much the sound filled the room. And then when I found out the price that it retailed at $39.99, I was just, I have to give it a try. So I figured I could start by going off some of the specs, and then we can get into the nitty-gritty details and what I like and what I don't like about the speaker. First off, it weighs 3.81 ounces. So if you're a backpacker, that's a pretty important factor because it is super light. The Beats pill weighs about 3 times more at about 11 ounces. You get about 20 hours of battery life, which again is wonderful. That's more than adequate for an entire backpack trip if you use it sparingly. You get a dimensions of 3.6 by 187 inches, which the Beats pill again is around 10 inches, I believe. So it's about a third of the size of the width as well. Again, the price, $39.95, can't beat that. You get up to 60 feet of Bluetooth, which after about 30 feet, it starts getting a bit choppy, but you can get 60 if you have a clear path. Some of the features, it is waterproof and dustproof to an IPX6 rating. And what that means is, there's 3 main ratings when they're rating outdoor electronic products. You have IPX5, 6, and 7. 7 means you can submerge it underwater for 30 minutes at a depth of 1 meter and it won't have any seepage, which you cannot do with this because this is IPX6 rated, which means they essentially spray water on it for an X amount of period of time from all different angles. So if you spray water on this, heavy water like rain, it won't get wet, but if you hold it underwater or you put it underwater fully submerged, it can have the waterproofing fail. So just note that, keep that in mind, but for the most part, if you keep this in your backpack or it gets a bit of rain on it while you're out there hiking, it's not going to be too much of a factor. As far as the durability, it has a nice rubber outsole, or outsole is more of a footwear term, but it has a nice rubber exterior, which even the clip on there, it doesn't feel like it's fragile. It doesn't feel like if you drop it, it's going to break. I have dropped this a couple times on the trail. I haven't had any problems. Now, I will say the first one of these I bought, as a disclaimer, I bought one of these at REI where I work, tried it out, and within the first hour, the speaker blew. It was just starting to crackle, and I knew I needed to get another one because I wanted to give it a second chance. So I got another one, and I didn't have any problems with this one. I've done 2 to 3 full charges on it, listened to it fully through for both those charges, and again, haven't had any problems. And I blew the speaker. I didn't have a bass boost on. I wasn't playing music that was super loud and bassy. It just happened to blow right in the middle of the trail while I was hiking. So again, so far, this one's been okay, but my previous one broke. It might be a lemon. It might have just been the music I was playing. I'm not really sure. Now, as far as the quality of the sound, it's pretty loud. It's not going to be as loud, again, as a Beats pill or something that's more expensive, but it's going to be loud enough, more than loud enough, to fill up an entire room. If you're in a room indoors, you're totally fine. If you're outdoors, I would say the volume, I did some tests outside, it's good to about 10 to 15 feet. So if you have a group of 4 to 5 hikers or some people around a campfire, it's totally adequate. So if you're going on a hike and you want everyone to enjoy the music, put them in the middle, have the 3 other people hike in front of you and in back of you, and it'll be totally fine for everybody on the trail. Now, as far as the noise, you don't necessarily need, or you shouldn't have a speaker out there on the trail that's super loud. You don't want everybody on the trail or hiking or camping or backpacking, whatever it is you're doing. You don't want the entire forest to be hearing your music, okay? It's something you want to keep a bit more personal amongst your group, and for that, it does a perfect job. As far as the water resistance, haven't had any problems. I will say that I do wish it had a second speaker on the other side, but again, a second speaker would cost more battery life and would also cost more money. As far as the best type of music to play with this, I found that bluegrass, country, soft rock, music that doesn't have too much bass actually has the highest quality. If you listen to electronic or music that has quite a bit of bass, the bass can get faded out by the fact that the speaker does not have the power to put out that frequency. So overall, it comes with a bike strap. You can put it on your backpack strap. You can put it in your pocket. You can put it deep in your backpack and your water bottle slot. It's got so many different variations of places you can put it. The quality is great. The price is great. The water resistance is great. Besides the one that was breaking, I would say this is a must buy. Although I would say if you were going to buy this, buy it from a place that has a good return policy, because you don't want to have the speaker blow out and not be able to return it. So yeah, keep tuned for some future video reviews with some stuff I have in the back. So I have some backpacks, I have some hiking poles and other things I'll be doing reviews of, so make sure to keep an eye out for that.